Licensure Examination for teachers. Subject: Social Sciences. General Education, for both elementary and secondary. Topic: Society, Culture with Family Planning.
Question number 1. The strong sense of family loyalty and indebtedness to kin, which often dictates behavior and decision-making within Philippine society, is primarily attributed to which cultural value? A. Bayanihan. B. Utang na loob. C. Pakikisama. D. Hiya. Correct answer, B. Utang na loob. Way B is correct. Utang na loob, debt of gratitude, is a core Filipino value that requires one to reciprocate favor or kindness received. This deep, lifelong sense of indebtedness is a powerful force that ensures family loyalty and reciprocity within the kinship system. Way the wrong answers are wrong. A. Bayanihan refers to community spirit and cooperation, i.e., helping a neighbor move a house, not strictly loyalty indebtedness to kin. C. Pakikisama refers to camaraderie, conformity, and getting along well with others to maintain group harmony. D. Hiya refers to the sense of shame or embarrassment that governs social conduct. Edge knowledge, connect the concept to the root word, utang means debt. The question asks for indebtedness reciprocity, making utang na loob the direct and correct identifier.
Question number 2. In sociology, a social institution is defined as an organized system of social relationships that fulfills a particular societal function. Which of the following is considered the basic and most important social institution? A. Economy. B. Education. C. Family. D. Government. Correct answer: C. Family. Why C is correct? The family is recognized universally and explicitly in the Philippine Constitution as the basic social institution. It is primarily responsible for reproduction, socialization, transferring culture and values, and emotional support, functions essential for the survival of any society. Why the wrong answers are wrong: A, B, and D. These are all major social institutions: economy for resource distribution, education for knowledge transfer, government for order, but they are secondary to the family in terms of foundational societal roles and historical emergence. Edge knowledge. Think foundation, primary. The family is where a person is born, nurtured, and taught basic survival skills and values. It is the cornerstone upon which all other institutions are built. Question number 3. Which principle of family planning mandated by the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012, RH Law, is consistent with the constitutional right to choose? A. State funding for all family planning methods. B. Spousal consent must be secured before any procedure. C. Freedom of choice regarding family planning methods. D. Mandatory population control measures. Correct answer: C. Freedom of choice regarding family planning methods. Why C is correct? The RH Law, RA 10354, emphasizes informed choice and responsible parenthood. Section 2, Declaration of Policy, promotes responsible parenthood and informed choice, which ensures the full, equitable and affordable implementation of this act. The state must respect every person's freedom to choose, whether to use natural or modern methods, or none at all. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. While the law mandates funding, it's a mechanism, not the core principle of choice. B. The Supreme Court ruling on the RH Law clarified that spousal consent is not absolutely required for most non-abortifacient methods, affirming the woman's choice. D. The law explicitly rejects and prohibits mandatory population control measures, emphasizing non-coercion. Edge knowledge. The RH Law's core philosophy is choice, not control. The word freedom is the key differentiator, upholding the autonomy of the individual, couple. Question number 4. The practice where a married couple goes to live with or near the husband's parents is known as A. Matrilocal residence. B. Neolocal residence. C. Patrilocal residence. D. Bilocal residence. Correct answer: C. Patrilocal residence. Why C is correct? patrilocal residence is the system where the newly married couple resides with or near the groom's parents. This is a common pattern in traditional, patriarchal societies, though less common now in urban Philippines. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Matrilocal residence. The couple resides with or near the wife's parents. B. Neolocal residence. The couple establishes a new and independent residence apart from both sets of parents, most common in modern, urban Philippine settings. D. Bilocal residence. The couple alternates between the husband's and the wife's parents. Edge knowledge. Use prefixes. Patri refers to the father, male side, Latin pater. Matri refers to the mother, female side, Latin mater. Neo means new, separate. The question specifies husband's parents, matching patrilocal.
Question number 5. A teacher notices that parents often avoid confronting her directly about their child's poor performance, preferring to send a relative instead. This behavior is most likely driven by the cultural value of A. Pakikipagkapwa-tao. B. Psikolohiyang Pilipino. C. Hiya. D. Hospitability. Correct answer, C. Hiya. Way C is correct. Hiya, shame sense of propriety, is the driving factor. The parents are avoiding the face-to-face confrontation, especially regarding a failure like a low grade, to avoid feeling shame or causing the teacher to lose face. Sending a relative is a way to maintain this sense of hiya and amor proprio, self-esteem. Way the wrong answers are wrong. A. Pakikipagkapwa-tao refers to fellow human kindness and shared identity, which is too broad. B. Psikolohiyang Pilipino, the study of Filipino psychology, not the specific value. D. Hospitability refers to welcoming guests, unrelated to conflict avoidance. Edge knowledge, when a social situation involves awkwardness, embarrassment, or conflict avoidance, the underlying value is almost always hiya or amor proprio. It's the mechanism that protects social standing and self-esteem.
Question number 6. Which of the following describes the key difference between natural family planning, NFP, methods and modern family planning, MFP, methods? A. NFP is more effective than MFP. B. MFP requires more user knowledge than NFP. C. NFP relies on avoiding intercourse during the fertile period, while MFP relies on barriers or hormonal interventions. D. MFP methods are exclusively available in private clinics. Correct answer. C. NFP relies on avoiding intercourse during the fertile period, while MFP relies on barriers or hormonal interventions. Why C is correct. NFP methods, like rhythm or cervical mucus tracking, involve observing the body's natural signs to identify the fertile period and abstaining from intercourse. MFP methods, like pills, IUDs, or condoms, involve the use of external devices, hormones, or surgical procedures to prevent conception. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Generally, when used correctly, MFP is significantly more effective than NFP. B. NFP requires a high degree of user knowledge and consistency to be effective, arguably more than simply taking a pill or inserting a device. D. MFP is widely available in public health centers, especially since the passage of the RH law. Edge knowledge. The natural versus modern distinction is about mechanism. Natural equals behavioral, observational, based on the cycle. Modern equals interventional, technological, using a tool or chemical. Question number 7. The phenomenon where cultural traits are rapidly adopted by one society from another, often seen with American cultural influence, e.g., fast food, pop music, in the Philippines, is called A. Cultural relativism. B. Ethnocentrism. C. Cultural lag. D. Cultural diffusion. Correct answer. D. Cultural diffusion. Why D is correct. Cultural diffusion is the spread of cultural items, such as ideas, styles, religions, technologies, and languages, from one cultural group to another, often occurring rapidly due to globalization and media. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Cultural relativism. the idea that a person's beliefs and practices should be understood based on that person's own culture, not judged against another. B. Ethnocentrism, judging another culture solely by the values and standards of one's own culture. C. Cultural lag, the idea that material culture, technology, changes faster than non-material culture, ideas, norms. Edge knowledge, think spread. The root word diffuse means to spread out or scatter widely. The question describes the process of a culture's traits being spread to another.
Question number 8. The Filipino belief in the intrinsic worth of a person that demands respect and fair treatment, and which is often linked to one's own sense of self-esteem, is called A. Kagandahang loob. B. Amor propio. C. Palabra de honor. D. Karangalan. Correct answer, B. Amor propio. Way B is correct. Amor propio, literally love of self in Spanish, is the Filipino value of self-esteem and personal dignity. It is linked to hiya, but it is the active defense of one's sacred honor, requiring others to respect one's worth and demanding fair treatment. Way the wrong answers are wrong. A. Kagandahang loob, inner kindness or goodness of heart. C. Palabra de honor, word of honor or keeping to promise. D. Karangalan, general term for honor or reputation. Amor propio is the deeper, more sensitive aspect of dignity that is easily wounded. Edge knowledge, think defense. Amor propio is the psychological shield against public embarrassment, hiya. When the question refers to the intrinsic, easily wounded personal dignity or self-respect, the answer is amor propio.
Question number 9. A barangay health worker is conducting a survey on the number of children desired by married couples in their locality. This measure falls under which aspect of family planning programming? A. Contraceptive prevalence rate, CPR. B. Total fertility rate, TFR. C. Ideal family size, IFS. D. Infant mortality rate, IMR. Correct answer. C. Ideal family size, IFS. Why C is correct? Ideal family size, IFS, is a demographic measure that surveys the number of children that women or couples consider ideal or want to have. This data is essential for family planning programs to gauge demand and effectiveness. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. CPR measures the percentage of women of reproductive age who are currently using any form of contraception. B. TFR measures the average number of children a woman would have during her lifetime, an actual statistic. D. IMR measures the number of infant deaths per 1,000 live births, a health statistic. Edge knowledge. The key word is desired or wanted. When a survey asks what people wish for in terms of family size, it is measuring the ideal and the demand, which is IFS. Question number 10. The belief that one's own group or culture is superior to all others and is the standard by which all other cultures should be judged is termed A. Acculturation. B. Cultural relativism. C. Xenocentrism. D. Ethnocentrism. Correct answer. D. Ethnocentrism. Why D is correct? Ethnocentrism is the tendency to view one's own culture as the center of everything and to scale and rate all other cultures in reference to it. The belief of superiority is the hallmark of this concept. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Acculturation. The process of cultural change resulting from contact between two or more cultures. B. Cultural relativism. The opposite view, understanding a culture only on its own terms. C. Xenocentrism. The belief that another's culture is superior to one's own, e.g., thinking foreign goods are always better. Edge knowledge. Break down the word. Ethno means race or people, culture. Centrism means centered on. The concept is about placing your own culture at the center and judging others from that point, implying superiority. If this video gave you an edge, sharpen that like button and subscribe to stay ahead.